Welcome back to another episode of In a Nutshell, How to Kickstart Your Career Edition. My name is Jamie Lim and you can find me on YouTube and TikTok. In today's episode, we'll be talking about CVs, resumes, cover letters, and what you can do to help you land that job. So tip 1 is to actually tailor your CV. So why is it actually important to tailor your CV to a specific job? Let me just give you an analogy. So for example, if you are tailoring a piece of clothing versus buying something from a generic store in a shopping mall, right? Sometimes when I go into a shop, like the shirt size might not fit my shoulders right, or it's too long, thin length. And when you go to a tailor, they take time to specifically measure, and that takes a little bit more time, but what you end up with is actually a super nice shirt that fits you to a T, right? It's the same thing for CVs. When you look at your CV versus the job description, definitely take the time to see, hey, what are the recruiters looking for in the job? Tailor your CV with that, actually. Copy and paste the job description into a Google document and actually incorporate some of the words into your CV, and I guarantee that the recruiter will actually call you. Tip 2, get a referral. There are actually 3 ways to apply into a company. Number 1 is through a referral. Number 2 is through online. You go to a website, you click apply. And the third way is actually, being headhunted. The best way to actually get in is to actually get a referral. The recruiters will always try to prioritize referrals because they trust their employee, right? And they will always have to be accountable to that person to let them know, like, hey, this is how it's going and things like that. Often, these people also get a incentive if they refer someone in. So how do you do this as well? Go on to LinkedIn, try to connect with more people, but when you connect with people, don't just message them randomly and say, hey, can you refer me into this company? Take the time to get to know them, network with them a little bit, learn from them, and then slowly break the ice and find a role that you really want to apply for. Don't apply for 1,000 roles and expect that person to refer you for every role. People will generally refer people they have worked with, or usually it's their friends, right? Because they know that person and they trust their work ethic and their caliber of work. So I think wherever you go, make sure you have a good reputation everywhere. If you leave, make sure you don't burn any bridges, and people will be more than happy to refer you into other companies they're working at. Tip 3 is to not spend time on cover letters. Recruiters only take 6 to 7 seconds to actually look at a resume, let alone a cover letter. I only look at cover letters when someone is applying for scholarship. Other than that, I look at the job description, I look at the keywords I'm looking for, and then I look at the resume. So I make that decision very, very quickly, just like that. Don't spend so much time on cover letters. If you really need to, spend 10% of your time on it, and 90% should be spent tailoring it to the job description. Tip 4 is to not put your photo on your resume. So if you heard of this term called unconscious bias, everyone has it. Basically, people like people who are similar to them. So if a recruiter sees your photo on your CV and just happens to not like it, they may reject you for it. And I know that sounds terrible, but it does happen. Don't put your photo on your CV. Instead, they will be looking at the impact you have done, the projects you have done, and hey, is it actually relevant for the role they want to fill. So I hope these tips will help you spruce up your resume or CV. In the next episode, we'll be exploring how to ace your interviews. So my name is Jamie, and in a nutshell, this is how you kickstart your career.